OMG! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another BeybladeGeeks video. Today we have more unboxings for you from Hasbro QuadStrike. You know, there's probably still a couple of more products to go before Beyblade Burst is completely ending, but we will be getting Beyblade X very soon in the summertime. So yeah, I guess we just have to look forward to Hasbro goods while we wait for that. But yeah, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship with QuadStrike. If you guys saw a previous QuadStrike anime review, we talked about the good and bad things that surprised us.
Yeah, this new anime does have its quirks, but it's pretty entertaining overall. I'm just grateful that we do have a new season to watch.
Make sure you guys click on that video so you guys know what we're talking about. So this right here is Stellar Hyperion H8.
Good news is that the Asahi Bros will show up in the anime eventually. Hopefully we'll see some more tag team action from them.
Unlike the Takara Tomy counterpart where we actually got the two bros in one pack, from the Ultimate Fusion DX set, we don't have both of the Beys in one pack. And also, just like all the other Hasbro goods, of course, no gimmicks. A lot of these features has been completely removed or changed.
Yeah, but honestly, who's even surprised at this point, right? QuadStrike is totally different from Takara Tomy, so don't expect to get all those crazy abilities.
Yeah, exactly. Nonetheless though, we still gotta unbox this Bey. It's still Hyperion, so to speak, and it will be in the anime, so that's the important part. I'm curious to know how they're gonna incorporate the gimmicks of like the previous Takara Tomy Beys. Are they just gonna ignore them completely? No more fusion? What's gonna go on with that? I guess we gotta stay tuned to the later episodes of QuadStrike. If you guys are familiar with Quad Drive, this is pretty much like that. Still the same system, 4-in-1 from Hasbro. This is a starter, so it comes with the launcher. And let's quickly look at the back of the box. We have a Hyperion. This is Stellar Hyperion H8, which is what they're trying to pretty much make Super Hyperion MR, the equivalent version from Hasbro. And it comes with G16, QD07, TD18-Q812.
Man, the codenames are still so confusing. Thank God that the anime doesn't use these.
Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up then, I guess. So, pretty standard QuadStrike. You know what? After watching the anime though, not gonna lie, definitely gave me a little bit more hope for the Hasbro products. But I know once we open it up, it's gonna change my mind again. But first impressions.
Oh my god. Hopefully the anime will make this seem a lot cooler.
Yeah. You know, looks like Hasbro. Yo, looking at this launcher though, doesn't this remind you of, well, I guess it's pretty much Quadra's launcher, right? Like the design, it's the Hasbro design, so it looks sort of like this, but when are we gonna get that Quadra launcher? Like, is Hasbro gonna release, you know, something that is bigger, just like in the anime? Because that would be a waste of that model if they don't end up doing it. We keep getting these same launchers over and over again. So that's one criticism.
Yeah, for real. Hasbro has a big opportunity here to cash in on that Quadra launcher design, even though it's still a ripcord launcher.
Get your codes into the Hasbro game, Beyblade Burst app, while it's still running. So yeah, the QR code.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can. At least the Bey will look cooler in the game than it does in real life.
So here is Stellar Hyperion H8. So the English name, or the AKA name that you could technically call the whole combo, is Stellar Hyperion H8 Diagron Q, Guard Q, Explosion, 7-. So all of these parts are pretty much Hasbro exclusive, including the disc. Starting off with the DB core, or the strike chip as they call it. It's got that Hyperion face on it, so that's nice. It's a pretty clear depiction of the Hyperion avatar, similar to the Takara Tomy design, so not too bad actually, this DB core.
It's still kind of hard to see in real life, but you will probably notice that in the anime, they're going to add a few more details to it to really make it stand out when they show off this Bey.
Now on to the QuadStrike blade, the Stellar blade. In the Takara Tomy counterpart, we did get Super and Super Hyperion MR, right? So you got metal and rubber. The rubber here was supposed to be that gold piece, and then the metal was supposed to be the silver piece. Downgraded it, I guess. So there's no metal, no rubber, as well no gimmicks. So you can't even take this apart and combine it with your Helios like the Takara Tomy Fusion DX set. There's absolutely no fusion happening here. If they don't do it in the products side, are they gonna do that in the anime, or are they just gonna completely ignore the fact that they can fuse together? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section. On to the gravity ring. This gravity ring for Hasbro is 7 dash and it's completely plastic, so it doesn't really mean much. Even though there are customizations you can do with this, it's not gonna make that big of a difference at all. Hasbro gravity ring, irrelevant. The forged disc here is Diagron Q. The design has a bunch of spikes all over the place. It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the shape kind of reminds me of like a star or the sun or something, which is kind of fitting because Hyperion has always had that sun or like fire motif with its avatar.
The performance tip we get from this release is Guard Q, so it does not resemble what we got from Takara Tomy. This is more like a defensive tip, but you can put on the armor tip, which is pretty much on by default. Armor tip is called Explosion, same as what we had in Takara Tomy. Well, same name I guess, but design is completely different. Explosion from Takara Tomy was just super fast, but in QuadStrike, just like all the other QuadStrike products, they made this more like Hypersphere, more oval, so that way it takes advantage of the Hasbro QuadStrike Stadium.
Yeah, personally, I actually like the direction they're going with the armor tips, making it more like Hypersphere. Here's a side-by-side with Takara Tomy. Obviously, there's been a ton of changes, but you shouldn't be surprised at this point. Oh man, that driver, looking more orange than in real life. Wish it was a little bit more red, but yeah, the bays still look pretty cool though.
So let's put the bay together and do some test spins. Now that we have more and more QuadStrike bays, I guess we can do more anime battles soon enough. Alright, so this is with the Explosion driver armor tip on, so let's try that one first. 3, 2, 1. Super fast, as you would expect from a driver that's pretty flat. Now let's try with the guard dash. I don't know if anyone's gonna use this bay on this mode, but just for the funsies. Way more stable. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it for the unboxing of Stellar Hyperion H8. Is this a Stellar Bay and a Stellar pickup? I'm not so sure. If you're looking to pick up a Hyperion or Helios, you probably would only see this one in the store because this is the one that shows up in the QuadStrike anime. So a lot of people would look at this and be like, I want this one. But the thing is, you're gonna lose a bunch of the abilities. If you want it for the fun factor and for the customizations, and I think the BU version from Takara Tomy is probably gonna be the one that you want. The thing is though, the DX set is pretty pricey, so you have to buy the two bays together, and I guess some people would argue that, hey, those Takara Tomy bays didn't even show up in the anime, why should I get those ones? Because I don't relate or whatever. But this one does show up in the anime, so you know what, my verdict though still, I think I would avoid this bay, unless the QuadStrike anime proves me wrong somehow, but I'm having a hard time imagining how they would be able to pull off a really cool ability in the anime with just this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the unboxing. Let us know what you guys think in the comments section. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and as always,
geeks out.